What's up, guys? It's Lord Both here for another video, and Warner Brothers Games is they're down bad. Like, as bad as you think it is, it's apparently even worse. Like, to the point where I legitimately am starting to feel sorry for them. Even after they gave us the horrible, terrible atrocity that was Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League. Like, I'm still feeling bad for them. Because Bloomberg just released a report about Warner Brothers and their upcoming schedule of games, and it doesn't inspire anybody with confidence. First, we'll start with the big headlines here, which is from PC Gamer, entitled Rocksteady is looking to make a new single-player Batman game, but Warner's Wonder Woman game is struggling. The good news out of Warner Brothers Games, according to a new Bloomberg report, is that after the flop of Suicide Squad Kill the Justice League, Rocksteady Studios is looking to make a new single-player Batman game. The bad news, however, is pretty much everything else. If you're wondering where the overall health of Warner Brothers Games is, take a look at this. In November 2024, Warner announced a $100 million loss due to the underperforming releases, primarily Multiverses, this quarter. Multiverses, which is now, closing up shop, which landed on top of the $200 million loss driven by the failure of Suicide Squad. So that's a $300 million loss on two projects over 2 years. Again, to put it into perspective for you, Warner Brothers had the #1 game of 2023, Hogwarts Legacy. They also had the #1 movie in Barbie, made well over $1 billion, and they still ended up in the negative that year. The future is not much brighter, according to the Bloomberg report. Sources say the company has already put more than $100 million into the Wonder Woman game announced in 2021, but it was reportedly rebooted and given a new director in early 2024 and remains years away from release, if it makes it to release at all. And I just want to stop here and point out that Wonder Woman is an incredibly popular hero. Definitely the most popular female superhero by leaps and bounds. But I'm telling you right now, in this day and age, when the female girl boss trope has been so heavily spammed in media, whether that's movies, television, video games, the appeal for a Wonder Woman game is probably at an all-time low. I said this about the upcoming Witcher 4. We are definitely going to be playing as Ciri. Ciri is an incredibly popular character. People liked Ciri in Witcher 3. Gamers didn't mind the thought of playing as Ciri in Witcher 4. The problem is, years went by, the girl boss trope got spammed in media, and now people don't want to play as Ciri because we've just seen too many overpowered girl bosses in our time to really want to do it. Now, if that trope was to diminish greatly, which I think it is going to over the next few years, and they waited another 5 to 10 years to make a game starring Ciri, and they brought that back as a reintroduction to The Witcher, people would probably enjoy it and pick it up a lot more than they will now. Similarly, while Wonder Woman is an incredibly popular female superhero character, and people, maybe 10 years ago, wouldn't mind playing a Wonder Woman character in a video game, I'm telling you right now, desire for this is at an all-time low. And even then, if you made a Wonder Woman game for, I don't know, somewhere between $20 and $50 million, you could probably break even, maybe even make a decent profit out of that. But $100 million and you're still years away from putting this game out? No, fam, no. You're not going to make money on this project. Even if this game was a Superman game and it was just incredibly good, you would be hard pressed to make your money back on that then, on a single-player superhero game. Warner Brothers Games Montreal had apparently hoped to work on a major update to Gotham Knights, another superhero flop, but were told no. Yeah, because the desire for that is at an all-time low as well. The game came out, everybody rejected it. You made a Batman game without Batman in it. No amount of updates is really going to fix that. The studio eventually began work on the game based on The Flash, but was scrapped in 2023 after the film bombed at box office. So yet another project that was started up and canceled. Although it probably was a good idea to cancel that one because it wouldn't have sold at all. Because they're right, the movie had killed any kind of interest in the character. I think it was also reported that they were supposed to start on developing a Constantine game, which was then rejected and canceled as well. So there's another canceled product. The one clear bright spot amidst all the confusion is that Rocksteady, having tried its hand in the live service shooter genre with Suicide Squad, is now looking to return to the work it's known for. Rocksteady earned acclaim for its single-player Batman Arkham games. And as a side note, each of the Arkham games, the most recent of which is nearly 10 years old, I guess they're not counting the Arkham VR game that just came out recently, currently has a higher concurrent player count on Steam than Suicide Squad. But that ambition is years away from fruition. By the way, that whole point there that the single-player Batman Arkham game has a higher concurrent player count than the live service Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League is yet another reason why the EA CEO's comments about how gamers just want live service games and that's what they're really yearning for is just plain stupid, which they talked about later in this article. I'm not going to address it because, as I've already said, it's stupid, and there's plenty of evidence that proves it otherwise, from what I just said to Baldur's Gate 3 to a whole host of other things. The problem is that Warner Brothers is so down bad financially. I don't know if them, and especially Rocksteady, can keep going for so long that they can actually produce these games and them being a hit. Especially when you have things like Wonder Woman on the docket, which is going to just be a massive loss for them, let's be honest. So it's hard to establish true dubs when you already got L's you know are coming on the board. Also, there's going to be a lot of people who didn't keep up with Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League and are going to be really confused by Arkham Batman returning, even though it's supposed to be Arkham Batman in Suicide Squad Killed the Justice League that ends up getting killed by Harley Quinn, and they're not going to know, oh, it was clones the whole time, and that Deus Ex Machina ending, because people didn't care enough to keep up with the game. To be honest, the only people that are probably going to know are going to know from YouTube videos making fun of how bad that ending was. But yeah, it does seem that Warner Brothers Gaming is really in a jam right now. Rocksteady is definitely in more of a jam, and I really don't know if they have the legs and the ability, talent-wise, to get themselves out of it. But those are just my thoughts on all this. If you have your own thoughts, go ahead and leave them in the comments. If you liked this video, go and like, share, and subscribe. If you didn't like this video, I appreciate you watching all of it. We'll talk to you again later.